Taylor Swift, I Can Do It With a Broken Heart. We are Big Joe and Laura here on Mix 95.7, Grand Rapids Best Mix. Thank God it is Friday. Woo! October 11th, 2024. Good morning, Laura the Woo Hardy. How are you?
I'm good. That's as much woo as I've got in me on a Friday morning.
You can't give me one more?
No.
Hold on, let me try. I'll start slow. Woo!
Woo.
Woo! Okay.
Listen, I had to get up twice with the baby last night. There's no woo here. It's just a little bit of fizzle and pop and some sad and, it's...
When you got up, at least, did you go check and look for the Northern Lights? I saw so many people posting photos of that.
Why do I gotta live in the one place on the planet that the Northern Lights was like, nah? Because I put my camera up to my window and I did the whole long exposure thing. I did one for 10 seconds and I did one for 13 after my father-in-law sent me these spectacular photos from their house down in Constantine. And then my husband's best friend sent some from his on the other side of town because he lives over near Leonard and Plainfield and that kind of area town, northeast Grand Rapids. And so I went and did it, and it looked like the most boring, blue, terrible, stupid sky ever.
Same thing,
why?
Lindsay tried to walk down where we live, kind of near Houseman Field. Is really probably one of the darker areas where there's not as much light.
Sure.
And you still couldn't see it. But I think if you just went a little bit, because I had friends that posted photos in Rockford and Ada. Anywhere just, I guess, away from a major downtown, it seemed like people were able to pick it up.
Oh, absolutely. If you left the city at all, you had a pretty good fighting chance of seeing it. I'm just, like I said, I'm a little bummed because it feels like every single time this happens, it's always a night when the baby's already asleep and I find out and I'm like, My husband's like, we could wake him up. But I was like, no, because he's going to make my life hard. And then he did it anyway. So I should have just woken him up and taken him down to Garfield Park because I did see some people on Facebook say you could see it there.
Okay.
It does get so dark in the middle of the park.
Yeah.
But I
used to disc golf there, not at night. But yeah, that would be.
It'd be really hard to disc golf at night.
No, but what I'm saying is you're right. It's such a big area that there isn't that center. It's probably the darkest spot in that area.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So I know you can kind of see it there. Maybe tonight the little guy's going to his grandparents for the evening. Maybe we'll try and see it if it happens again. But I don't know if it's even happening.
If you
again.
had photos, obviously Laura and I missed it, but if you could DM us and share on the Mix 95.7 app, that'd be really cool. Or maybe call us, tell us where you're at. So next time Laura and I can do our prep and we can all right, we're going to this person's house so we can watch it.
So-and-so's house or out to this city or whatever. Yeah, we would just love to see. I just like seeing them anyway. I'm a sunset and sunrise photo girly, so I love a good photo of the sky anyway. So if you got a really good one, just send it to us in the Mix 95.7 app anyway, just so I can enjoy it. I need a little spark in my morning and definitely some caffeine in my step. So.
And I'm kind of a Northern Lights guy. I look really good when the photo's very, very dark and you're looking at something else.
It's time for Big Joe and Laura's Need to Know News on Mix 95.7.
I got to admit, I'm a little tired after last night's Game 4 of the ALDS. It was a nail-biter with each team taking turns taking the lead. The Tigers, they found themselves down in the bottom of the ninth trying to tie the game up and win the series.
Now it's a one-run game with two down and Matt Vierling, the hitter. A swing and a miss. Ball game. And this incredible division series has one more game remaining.
Oh, it was a close one. It all comes down to game number 5, which is happening Saturday in Cleveland. Now, whoever wins this series is going to take on the New York Yankees in the ALCS, which is one step away from the World Series.
Come on, Tigers. Don't tiger this up. Kane Brown is making 2 stops in Grand Rapids next spring. He's going to be at Van Andel Arena on May 9th and 10th. He's going to bring along country stars Mitchell Tenpenny and Ashley Cook. And I am so excited. I got to see Marshmello when he came here. So I'm hoping if I see Kane Brown when he comes here, I'll see all of Miles on it without everyone included, which would be kind of fun to have that accomplishment. But if you want to get tickets, they will be on sale next Friday unless you're lucky enough to get one of those pre-sale codes, which that'll be happening on Wednesday.
And of course, you'll probably be able to win those as well from us here on Mix 95.7.
Yeah.
And for your final need to know news story, we're heading to Florida where cleanup is underway after Hurricane Milton came through, causing massive damage with those strong winds, rain, and that storm surge. Still, looking at the pictures and video, Laura, I know it's a hurricane, but I can't believe the devastation. attention. On a lighter note, though, people in Florida, they're gonna Florida. Check this out. 2 men were being interviewed by a local reporter in Orlando, which is a little farther inland, still got damage, but not as bad as areas like Tampa Bay. Well, they got interrupted by another man riding his lawnmower through the floodwaters.
We're fishing in the middle of the road because this road floods all the time. And there's a guy coming behind us and a lawnmower isn't there.
That's America if I've ever seen it.
So we've got people fishing in the road. We've got a guy on a lawnmower. He's doing all right, yeah. So we've got people fishing in the middle of the road, a guy on a lawnmower in the middle of the road.
But first of all, you're talking to 2 guys fishing in like a foot of water. And then you see this guy on like an industrial lawnmower. Like, Florida, please never go changing. We'll put the video up in our Big Joe and Laura Instagram story if you want to see it for yourself.
Sounds like he's a dedicated landscaper to me. That's Big Joe and Laura's Need to Know News on Mix 95.7, Grand Rapids' Best Mix. It is Big Joe and Laura here on Mix 95.7, Grand Rapids' Best Mix, and you might have seen this on social media. It was getting a lot of attention. 3 women in Southern California claim that they were kicked off of a Spirit Airlines flight because, well, what they were wearing. It was some crop tops.
A male flight attendant came up to us and aggressively said, put something on, and then walked away. He's telling both of us to put our sweaters on. And then we're like, oh, can we see a dress code? Like, is there a policy that says we can't wear crop tops on the plane?
It was very hot. So everybody had their sweaters off.
Carla Hager, a woman they did not know, was sitting in front of them.
I said, well, if your body is inappropriate, then so is mine, because I also have a crop top under my sweater. And I took my sweater off and I was like, so if they're kicking you off this flight, then they're also going to have to kick me and my toddler off of the flight.
But that's what happened. The 3 women and a toddler kicked off the Spirit Airlines plane with no refund.
Dang.
It'll hurt you. Like, I get it if you show up in like one of those teeny tiny triangle bikinis that like has all of your boob hanging out on all sides. Sure, yeah, you absolutely cannot wear that on a plane. That it's inappropriate. You're wild. 1,000 things. But I'm literally right now, Joe, I am wearing a crop top. It goes all the way to my pants because my pants are high rise. So it does not matter. I don't understand where what I am currently wearing would be offensive to someone on a plane next to me. You wouldn't even notice.
I think the women should have been able to stay on, but that baby, I think, was also wearing a crop top.
No,
I mean,
stop.
get that
Don't
baby
you,
off
don't
the
you
plane.
Baby shame. No.
No, I see what you're saying there, and I do feel like a lot in society, we have a double standards. Like, I can be with my moobs walking down at Rosa Parks Circle in downtown GR, or tonight if I go to a hockey game or a baseball game, no big deal. You do it, we got a whole other issue. And I know it's not clothing, but my point is, women are always, I feel like, kind of targeted more than dudes. One thing I would say, nothing offends me, but I could get on a flight or something. People that have shirts, like with swear words or different things, I guess I get that because kids see things.
No,
but at the same time,
I'm going to be honest with you, no, because at the end of the day, there are swear words in the world, and you just have to have those uncomfortable conversations with your kiddos that, hey, that's an adult word, and if you don't like the adult word, you're not allowed to say it. That's okay, but the adult word exists out there. I think so many people spend so much of their life policing everyone else around them, and it just drives me up a wall. I'm like, what? Does it affect you? No, stay in your freaking lane. This blows my mind that they would waste the energy in doing this. And these 3 women probably are going to be very easily able to sue the airline for this because
it is in their handbook, saying that they can kick you off. Like, what they did is technically allowed, it seems like.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you can write down all the things you want on a wall or a book. That doesn't mean that they're legal in a courtroom.
Then let me ask you right now, and you could join in in the conversation, 616-600-0957. Like to know where you stand on this. Is there anything you think that would be worthy of kicking you off that you're wearing or not wearing?
Open-toed shoes. No, I mean...
Wait, so I come on there with my Crocs and my flip-flops?
Your gross feet out in open air. No, I mean, no, you shouldn't be kicked off a flight for flip-flops. I joke about it, but no, I mean, I think if you're not wearing something that's like wildly exposing anything that we would deem publicly unacceptable, like you can't wear this you can't go to the court like this, I honestly think that there's an argument that these men that wear these shirts that have the sleeves cut off,
almost like they're workout bros or something. Yeah,
and it's literally, I could see your entire chest through it. Like, why you're not even wearing a shirt at a certain point. Some of them are cut so much, so it's like, if those guys can wear that, then let these women wear crop tops. Again, Is it hurting you? Are you going to die? Is anything being exposed that would get you in trouble if it were to be exposed on TV? No? Move on.
I just
Stay
want the
in your
record.
lane.
I want the record to show that if I'm on a flight and a woman doesn't even want to wear a shirt, do your thing.
No, stop it.
No, I support your right to do that. For real, though, what do you think about this? Is there some point here that the airlines are doing? Or are they way out of bounds for this? 616-600-0957. Hey, good morning. Thanks for hanging out with us. The Big Joe and Laura Show on Mix 95.7, Grand Rapids Best Mix. This weekend, well, it's going to be the weekend. Who doesn't look forward to that? We're curious. What are you planning on doing? I mean, you got anything you're going to go check out? Maybe you're celebrating something. 616-600-0957. 957. Wanted to know kind of what your weekend plans are. Laura, you are always busy. I assume you're going to be on the road somewhere, like doing something with you and your husband's Country Minute TikTok.
No. It's
what?
a rare, nothing going on weekend. We had something last night, technically. It got canceled because the band got the flu, so they didn't even show up to the intersection. Saturday night, technically, we have a show at the intersection, so we will go to that. But no, I'm thinking about catching up on a bunch of movies because there's tons of stuff in theaters right now, and I've got my Celebration Cinemas movie pass, and I think I might today, tomorrow, and Sunday all go to a movie all 3 days just because there's so much stuff in theaters right now that I want to see that I'm just so like the Pharrell Lego movie. Have you seen that?
No.
It comes out today. Pharrell is doing his whole life story in Lego.
Oh my God, that's going to be cool. I can already tell.
Yeah, because that's how he thinks he can tell a story, and it's totally family friendly and cool. Anyway, long story short, movies, chilling, maybe cleaning up the house, but for once, no, not traveling, and I'm so excited.
Wow, this is a first. I've never heard this before in 3 years. All right, well, that sounds cool.
What about you?
Well, for me, I think it's going to be all sports. I was going over this in my head. Tonight, going to meet up with my wife's aunt and uncle. We're going to go to opening night of the Griffins game. I think it's almost a sellout because they kick off the home opener. It's $2 beer and $2 dog. So that'll be fun to see some hockey.
Yeah, great Friday night.
And then I think my buddy Jeff, who I went to the past couple of Tigers games with, we're not going to Cleveland. We looked at tickets. We cannot financially recover.
I was going to say, I don't think you could afford it.
But we are going to try to hang out, and you got college football on Saturday. Also, the Tigers are taking on the Indians in game number 5. So we're going to watch that probably either at my house or maybe Bob's Bar or something. And then on Sunday, I think I'm going to watch the Lions and Cowboys. They play at 4 o'clock. So just a lot of sports this weekend. Then again, I guess I should check in with Lindsay. That's what my plan is.
Wait, did you talk to Lindsay? Now, what about snackies? Did you have any good snacks for sports watching? That's the only good part of watching sports, in my opinion.
I made chili last weekend. I think, honestly, I just might make it again. Like, I'm addicted to it right now. It's so good.
It's a good time of year for chili, too. All
right, what about you? We would love for you to check in right now and tell us what your plans are, at least this weekend. Maybe something you're looking forward to. 616-600-0957.
Porta Potty Drew, what you up to this weekend?
My youngest son has his last soccer game of the season, and so we're pretty excited about that.
What position does your son play?
Normally he plays goalie or he plays striker.
So he does a lot of moving around is what you're telling me. Or a lot of jumping and dodging.
Yeah, definitely. He loves to be like a bash brother out there, so he likes to throw his weight around.
Okay, so how has their season gone so far? You think they're going to end on a high note?
Definitely not. They're not doing too well.
Oh, no.
Does that mean they haven't won a game?
They have not won a single game. They play very hard.
Soccer teams. It's about having fun. It's not about winning the game sometimes.
Yeah, just getting used to it.
Yeah.
I thought it was about the orange slices and Capri Sun after the game.
Sometimes that too.
Oh, yeah, we definitely have snacks after the game.
Well, Drew, you're going to have to let us know if somehow they squeak out a win at the end of the season for this weekend. Check back in with us Monday and let us know.
Oh, definitely will. Thanks, guys.
Well,
Thank you.
Have a great weekend.
Mix 95.7 Grand Rapids Best Mix. It's Big Joe's Little Wins. You call in and share the good stuff that's happening in your life. Maybe something you're really excited about, something you overcame, or just something that you're looking forward to. Share it with us at 616-600-0957. Let's say good morning to Lacey and Morley. Hey, you got a little win to share?
For the first time in 6 years, I'm going to finally be able to go back to work. I finally got a doctor to listen to me to do the surgery I needed. And so for the first time in 6 years, I'm not in pain. I have energy. I can play with my kids again. And I'm probably going to be able to go back to work.
Yeah!
Lacey, that's so exciting. We're We're so excited for you. A, because you advocated for yourself and got what you needed. And B, now you're getting your life back on track. That's a huge win.
Oh, yeah, especially because I'm only 38 and being stuck at home and not being able to work. Don't get me wrong, I love my babies, but they're all in school. I've got a freshman, a middle schooler, and a kindergartner. So there's no reason for me to be at home during the day.
No, and just being in pain alone. Don't even talk about the working part. Just the fact that you're not in pain anymore is such a huge thing because you'll be able to give more to your kids too.
Oh yeah, it's been fantastic. My girls are happy. I get up and I can play with my kids again. My girls are so happy.
Oh.
Gosh.
I am so happy. I'm about to cry for you.
I
I'm
know,
so happy
Lacey.
for you. That's amazing.
I just think about that. I think maybe all of us have had a moment in life where we've had an injury or some pain, and most of the time it's a couple of weeks, a month or two, maybe you break something. But 6 years you've been battling through this, and then, like Laura said, you're being your own advocate. It seems like, hello, anybody listening to me? I can't imagine like how tough that was to go through that.
Good for you.
Yeah, this last 2 years have probably been the worst for me. Because I might get one day out of the week where I can do anything before the surgery.
Oh.
And yeah, and like you bring up, you're a mom of all these kids. Like just to sit there and not be able to do anything, and plus you're in pain. Like we're so happy for you. I'm at a loss for words, which you can ask Laura. That doesn't happen that often.
No, and genuinely, like, good for you for celebrating yourself, because that is a big win. And sometimes we just think, hey, I'm able to work, good, but like, good for you for celebrating yourself. And I hope you treat yourself to something nice with that first paycheck too. Once you get everything back, and sorted and happy.
Yep, that's what my husband said. He's like, once we get that situated and everything else, he's like, because I've been wanting to get my hair cut and styled and stuff again. He's like, go get it done. He's like, that's going to make you feel so much better.
Do you have a stylist, Lacey?
I do, but I don't know if she's still at the salon I was going to.
Well, if you can't find somebody, I've got the perfect person for you. If you don't mind to come to Grand Rapids, you let me know. Hit me up if your person isn't there, because I know a girl that just took care of me, and I bet she would take really good care of you and make you feel good. So, and she's not expensive, because that's why I go to her, because I'm broke and I got a baby. I can't be afforded $300 hair, so.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Lacey, but I mean, she did cut my hair, and we all know how that turned out.
Stop it. Don't blame your baldness on someone else.
Lacey, we love you so much, and we're so happy.
We're so happy for you. We love you, and thanks for sharing with us this morning. You absolutely made our day.
That's good. I'm glad. It made me feel better, so I figured I'd share it with somebody else.
Absolutely. That's the whole point.
Come on, you got to have a little win just like Lacey and Morley. Give us a call and share with us this morning. We love the good news. 616-600-0957. We're Big Joe and Laura here on Mix 95.7 Grand Rapids Best Mix, and I was asked, Laura, to be involved with something by our friends in the American Cancer Society. It's called Real Men Wear Pink.
Yeah, it's a really cool thing where basically a bunch of guys, you all agree, obviously, that men can also be a part of the fight against breast cancer, and you're trying to raise some money, right?
Yeah, it happens throughout the entire month of October, like not only here in West Michigan and the state, but across the country. Yeah, the goal is to raise awareness about that and also funds to help out with all the different services they offer. Now, here's the thing. Several men in West Michigan taking part in this event have already hit the goal, which the base goal is $2,500. I mean, it's a lot, but
you must be close. I mean, you're a radio personality. You're obviously able to you've got a good network of people. You're what do you got, like $2,000 so far?
Well, before we get to how much I've raised out of the $2,500, let's just highlight some people. Matthew Leslie from Sealy Automotive Group. This guy's raised almost $10,000. He's at like $9,900.
Yeah, he's a car salesman and he's doing great.
Terry Doxey with Meyer, $5,000. Met that guy, really cool dude.
Wow.
Mark Knopfsinger from Allstate Knopfsinger LLC, $4,000. Then you got Joe Hune from Blue Cross Blue Shield, $3,100. I mean,
so they're all doing great, but Joe, you're burying the lead. So what are you, 5th, 6th? How are you doing? We got to get you to first.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12,
oh, no.
13, 14, 15,
That's
16,
too many numbers.
17. I am currently tied in last place.
Tied in last place? Why did you even have to count?
Well, there's 21 men here that are part of it that are ambassadors this year. I was asked. It's an honor to be asked to be that. And I'm at $0. I haven't raised a single cent yet for Real Men Wear Pink.
Joe, you didn't even put $5 in your own pot so you wouldn't be in last place. $5. Okay, fine. First of all, I'm logging in right now to donate your first $5 because this is embarrassing for me to be associated with you and not having raised a single dollar.
Let me explain this.
What are you doing?
Let me explain this.
Embarrass us?
I was sick for the entire first week of October. I got COVID. It kicked my butt. And I think not only did I miss working on the show, just in general, my life kind of like I lost an entire week. So I feel like I'm playing catch up and I'm behind. And the thing is, too, I don't even think I told you, but at like the reception thing, kind of the initial Real Men Wear Pink event that we did, it was at the Mitten Brewing Company. We met up. I was like, I believe so much in my friends, my family, and all of our listeners on Mix 95.7 that I know we can all come together and somehow get $2,500. I'm like, as a matter of fact, I was like, I'll bet you this, I'll dye my beard pink if I don't get it. Because that's like my main thing I have in my life is my beard.
Huge beard. That would be very fun to dye pink. And now I'm realizing I'm going to get to dye it pink because you're doing a terrible job, Joe.
No, see, two things. I do not want to dye my beard pink. I do not want this to happen. And I do not want to miss hitting this goal. I want to help out our friends of the American Cancer Society. I mean, Laura, you and I are hosting their Making Strides Against Breast Cancer walk at Calder Plaza next Saturday.
Yeah, and you
this
haven't
is a
raised
big deal.
a single dollar. I'm literally logging in and putting in my banking info to give you your first $5 because this is embarrassing that you have a zero next to your name. So, Joe, you have your first $5.
Yeah!
However, you're going to have to work it off because I'm not just giving you money for free. I think you need to start doing some like odds and ends around the community because whenever I wanted money as a kid, I didn't just get money. I went did chores, things like that. I think that's about the only way you're going to get this money raised. So
what am I doing to earn your donation?
Well, good question. One thing I really could use done that I don't really want to do, and I don't want to pay a service to do it. Clean up all of the tulip presents in the backyard.
No,
she takes human-sized presents.
You've told me about these.
Yeah,
I don't.
Nope,
how much?
$5. So that's for $1 a turd. I think that's pretty fair. So if you come by, scoop up 5 of them, and just like you can even throw them in the trash can. We have a scooper. You don't have to touch them. I think you'll have earned this donation, so congratulations.
How about $1 per turd? How about $1 per turd?
Yeah, $1 per turd. Totally reasonable.
Maybe I'll make 25 or 50 bucks.
More? Okay,
yes,
I'm going to start you off with $5 to get you
come
lubricated.
Over?
Yeah, but then after that, I'll give you another $1 for every turd you pick up in my backyard. I think there's probably $20, $30 worth back there because I'm going to be honest, I got a 10-month-old and I don't have time to go back there and deal with it right now. So it's not in its best shape and we haven't mowed the yard in a little while. So
I'm not even asking that you donate money if you're listening right now. By all means, if you could donate something as simple as $5, that would go a long way so we could hit this goal of $2,500. But I guess the main thing, like Lord has brought up, I'm willing to put in the work. I only have about 2.5 weeks to go. What can I do?
What kind of odds and ends do you have around that Big Joe could do to earn some money for the American Cancer Society? You got a little job that he can take on? 616-600-0957 or send us a DM in the Mix 95.7 app. Joe, I think you're about to get to work.
Yeah, better. I don't want a pink beard. Hey, good morning. It is Big Joe and Laura here on Mix 95.7, Grand Rapids Best Mix. And if you just are joining us, I was talking about something really cool, Laura, that I got to ask to be a part of, and that is the American Cancer Society's Real Men Wear Pink. This entire month of October, it's men in West Michigan and across the country trying to raise awareness and funds for all the great work that the American Cancer Society does. And
it's really awesome that you've decided to be a part of this, except for the fact that you're embarrassing us because you're now second to last place thanks to my $5.28 donation. I don't know why the 28 cents is there.
You cover like the processing fee.
Yeah, but I didn't think it was going to show the 28 cents in your total, so it's a little weird. But you know what we got there.
How far away am I now from my the goal that they set of $2,500?
You're only $1,994 and 80 cents away, 70 cents away.
I love you, but you're terrible at math. I know that's wrong if it's a $2,500 goal.
Oh, yeah, no, sorry. Well, I was $500 off. Listen, it doesn't matter. You're so far away that my $5 did not make a difference.
Okay, calm down there. We're looking for ideas, though. I'm not just asking for a handout. By all means, if you'd like to donate, we can certainly give you that information and have you do it. But I'm willing to put in the work to get that donation from you. But we're just looking about ideas, what we can do. 616-600-0957. If you can call in right now, maybe maybe I can do some handiwork or something. I don't know. Then again, I'm pretty bad at that. 616-600-0957. Let's say good morning to, it's our good friend Jen in Otsego. Hey, what can I do?
I have got a crazy idea for you for the pink, Real Men Wear Pink.
Yes, what can we do
Go
here?
ahead, Jen.
I need $2,494.
Well, unfortunately, I'm unable to donate due to my money situation right now. But I think you should go to the Pink concert and wear all pink or even pink gear with a sign saying Real Men Wear Pink. Donate to the American Cancer Society.
That is such a good idea, Joe. It's next week. What are you doing next Tuesday or Wednesday? We can get you tickets. This could happen.
You know what? That is a good idea. I might have to take the next day off of work just to get my beauty sleep, but okay.
You know what, Jen? I think you're onto something. This might be a great idea. Thank you for the suggestion.
No problem. You guys have a great day.
You too.
It's time to play Laura Can't Lose on Mix 95.7. Here's how it happens. You'll have 1 minute to answer 5 questions. You can pass if you need to, and we'll come back if time allows. A tie goes to Laura because, well, her name's on the show. Here's who's playing Laura Can't Lose today.
Let's say good morning to Allison in Shelbyville.
Good morning, Allison. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Hey, can't complain. You got $45 with the Michigan Lottery tickets up for grabs. Do you think you're going to be able to beat me today?
Hopefully. It's always a little different when you're in the spot. So.
Yeah, it's a little scarier when you're in the hot seat, so I've been told.
There we go. Managing expectations. Allison, go ahead and kick Laura out of the studio so we can play.
If you would be so kind, Laura, get out.
All right, only for you, Allison.
Thanks.
All right, let's get into your first question. Number 1. What force pulls objects towards Earth and keeps them from floating into space?
Gravity.
Question 2. What is the capital of New York?
Oh, New York. I don't know. New York? What is that? Starts with an A, I think. I don't know. Pass.
Okay, question 3. What Green Day song plays during the final episode of Seinfeld?
When September ends.
Question number 4. This is the most consumed beverage in the world after water.
Pop.
Question number 5. What is the name of the character Leonardo DiCaprio played in Titanic?
Jack.
Question number 2 again. What is the capital of New York?
Albany.
I'm going to bring Laura back in.
Laura! La, 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 Laura!
All right, well, she's making her way in. Allison in Shelbyville. Tell us a little bit more about yourself.
Oh, I don't know. Let's see. I got 4 girls. I go to school at Western. It's pretty much busy all the time.
I was going to say, that sounds like nonstop homework for everybody.
No kidding.
Yes, always.
All right, well, let's see if all that hard work and studying is going to help you out today. Laura, you have a chance to be Allison in Shelbyville. She was able to get herself 3 out of 5 right.
All right, let's see how hard those questions are.
Question 1. What force pulls objects towards Earth and keeps them from floating into space?
Gravity.
Correct. 1-1. What is the capital of New York?
New York.
Incorrect.
Oh, yeah, it's the one that starts with an S.
Nope.
Which one? Who is it?
You're thinking of Syracuse. It's Albany.
Oh, I thought it was Syracuse.
All right.
I can't think of the name of either.
Well, as of right now, Allison's got a 2-1 lead. Question number 3.
Ooh.
What Green Day song plays during the final episode of Seinfeld?
Has to be Time of Your Life, right?
That would make sense. That would be a good guess, at least. That is correct. Laura, you got that right. Allison got it wrong. So now we have another tie game at 2-2. Going into question number 4. This is the most consumed beverage in the world after water.
Coca-Cola?
Or a pop? No, it's actually tea.
Oh, huh. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. I'm drinking tea right now.
Okay, going into the final question, we have a tie game here with the score 2-2. Laura, good luck.
Oh, no.
What is the name of the character Leonardo DiCaprio plays in Titanic?
Dawson.
I'll take it. His name's Jack Dawson.
Jack
but
Dawson.
Yes, that is That is correct.
I was like,
that's
Dawson's
so
in the
random to
name.
know the last name but not the first name.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. I get it. My brain is really messed
She's
up
like,
after having
Dawson,
food poisoning.
don't let go.
No, it is Jack. I don't know why I thought of his last name. I think of when they call Mr. Dawson early in the movie when they're doing whatever. It doesn't matter. I got there.
Okay, we have got ourselves a 3-3 tie, which means, hey, would you like to come back, Allison, and play on Monday for your chance to win $50 in those Michigan Lottery scratch-off tickets?
Yeah, sounds good.
Mix 95.7, we are Big Joe and Laura.
And I used to think that parents had this happen to them. They were like negligent or they weren't doing their job right. But it happened to me yesterday, and now I'm going to say I'm sorry. My son made a massive purchase on our Roku remote, and my husband was watching him do it the entire time.
All right, we actually have your husband on the line. What's going on, James?
Well, Justin is a very curious 11-month-old boy, and we have 3 of the exact same remote control because we like the brand of television that we own. We have a couple of them. So we gave him one that was empty a few months ago. I don't know what happened to that one. But the other 2 are just around the house, and he got a hold of one that was clearly a real remote control. And in 3 quick slaps yesterday was able to purchase himself a Max account for a full year, which is really impressive. But that's how I learned that Roku makes it really easy to use your saved information to purchase things.
Oh, no.
A whole year. Okay, so I know it cost us a lot. Do you know approximately how much money we are spending for a second HBO account now? Because we already had HBO Max. I would like to say that.
The first one we get for free for AT&T.
Yeah.
No plug. But this one I think is like $170 for a year.
Well, you know what? I mean, I don't think you're going to need to. I'll buy it for you for half.
Joe, that doesn't, I mean, you know what? That's better
You know,
than nothing.
you have my Cash App. That's fine.
That's fine. You know what? I'll give it to you at this point. It's way better than having $170 in the hole, but
I can't believe that this happened so quick and you're just like, no.
I mean,
yeah, it's like, the first 2 slaps, you're just like, oh, that's cute. And by the time you look up for the third one, it's already like, confirm you just want to use this information?
And you're like, no. And it's through, done.
Yeah.
I guess we'll be
It
watching a
sounds
lot
like it was a really dramatic event, but really it was me 6 inches away from the baby, just unable to move fast enough.
You know what? It's honestly, that's most of the day with him around the house. Well, I guess now we'll be watching a lot of Harry Potter, Godzilla, and whatever else is on HBO Max, huh?
Sesame Street.
Sesame Street.
Sesame
Well,
Street is on
he
HBO.
did know where it was. That is one of his favorite shows. So if anything else, he's a smart boy.
You do not have to tell him how to get there. He already knows.
Elmo says thank you for your purchase. Well, James and Justin, thanks for sharing that this morning.
Yeah. And
No problem, guys. Have a good day.
Thanks for the purchase, Justin. Have a good day, boys. Love you.
Okay, well, how about this, Laura? I bet you're not the only person that's had a child purchase a thing or two.
Yeah, I really thought it was only negligent parents that had this happen to them. 616-600-0957. What did your kid accidentally buy? We're Big Joe and Laura here on Mix 95.7.
Mix 95.7, Grand Rapids Best Mix, and I'm hoping Laura's feeling better this morning. If you're just joining the conversation, you're out some money, right? Like your kid did something?
Yeah, my son Justin just turned 11 months old, and for his 11th month birthday, I guess, I don't know, yesterday he slapped the Roku remote 3 separate times and charged us $170 for a year of HBO Max, because at the bottom of the Roku remotes they have all the different streaming services.
Yeah, a lot of remotes nowadays with TVs have that.
Yeah, he slapped that thing a couple times, hit that one, and managed to sign us up because Roku saves all your information once you enter it once. So I learned the importance of parental controls, and I wanted to know, what did your kid buy? 616-600-0957 or send us a DM in the Mix 95.7 app.
Cassie and Lowell, what did your kid buy?
Well, luckily it wasn't on my card, but my kid, he is 6, but I think he was 5 at the time, was playing Minecraft on my roommate's Xbox. And he's tinkering along, and I'm not really paying attention, but we're in the same room, and he goes, Mom, I bought so many Mine Coins. And I'm like, oh, that's cool, bud. And then I think about it, I'm like, what do you mean you bought so many Mine Coins? Sure enough, my roommate's debit card info was on his account, and it was like $150 later of Mine Coins.
Oh, God.
Oh, no.
And my kid, he didn't know. He wasn't doing it on purpose. And luckily, my roommate disputed the charge with the Microsoft, and they gave him his money back. That apparently happens all the time, so you should call Max.
Okay, deal. Because I was like, I don't want to get stuck with this because as much as I do love HBO Max, I don't have $170 to spend on a whim most of the time.
Yeah, well, and especially when you already have an account with them through your AT&T, you don't need to.
No, they really like our service. Hey, Cassie in Grand Rapids, thank you so
for
much.
calling. Have a great day.
Yeah, no problem. You too.
Rachel in Grand Rapids, did your kid buy something?
Yes, absolutely. He bought one of those movies that was released on Amazon that was still in theaters.
Oh, yeah.
So it was like a $20-some purchase. And I tried to, I called Amazon customer service because I explained it, and I was like, is there any way I can get my money back because I'm not going to watch this movie? And he was like, are you sure? It's a really good movie. I watched it, and I'm like, no, I'm positive I'm not going to watch this movie. I don't remember what it was. It was like a kid's movie, but not a 2-year-old kid's movie. And he was like, are you sure? I am more than sure I want you to refund it. Like and then he's like, well, we have parent controls for a reason, right?
Oh, he shamed you afterwards.
Not.
Yes.
Dang.
I was like, yes, clearly I need to put those into place. Thank you for your concern. Like,
well, obviously,
are you going to refund me or not?
Yeah, I mean, obviously you're a bad parent, Rachel, but did you get your money back?
I did.
Hey, there you go.
I did. Yep. He said he put a note on my account. He said he put a note on my account saying that this is the only time they were going to do this for me.
Rude.
Also on the account.
And I was like, oh, okay, you go ahead and put that note on my account. Like,
yeah, no kidding. I think I'm gonna go ahead and cancel my Prime while I'm at it, buddy. Like,
yeah, right. Like, do I get a customer review after this? Or
no kidding. Oh, Rachel, I'm sorry that happened, but I'm glad they fixed it for you. Thank you for
they
sharing
did.
this
It was,
morning.
It was so funny because I wasn't planning on getting mom shamed for it.
Oh, no one ever is.
Have a great day,
Right.
Rachel.
Thanks,
You
Rachel.
too, thanks.
Chelsea in Grand Rapids. What did your kid buy when you weren't paying attention, or maybe you were paying attention?
I forgot entirely what I was doing, but my kid went into my wallet, grabbed my card, and went into his Fortnite account and bought himself V-Bucks.
How many? Or how much worth?
It was $40 worth.
Oh, no. I mean, that's not, like, life-changingly bad, but it's definitely annoying and terrible.
Hold
like,
on,
that's some groceries for sure.
How old is your kid, Chelsea? Like when they did this, what was their age?
They were 9.
Dang, smart enough to know.
Smart enough to figure out what the CCV code is or whatever, too. That's not fair, Chelsea.
Yeah.
Mix 95.7, we are Big Joe and Laura, and your little son is so sweet, but also so dangerous.
Absolutely. He slapped our Roku remote 3 times and ended up buying a year's worth of HBO Max for $170 when we already had an account.
So we're trying to make Laura feel better, and maybe you too. 616-600-0957. If you can call in and tell us about what your kid accidentally bought.
Kim in Nashville, what did your kid accidentally buy?
Well, I'm not so sure it was an accident, but he took my credit card out of my wallet without permission and went down to Shell station and helped himself and his friends to buy candy. And I kept seeing all these little miscellaneous charges on my bank statement, and I couldn't figure out that he was buying candy for his friends. So I told him that, that wasn't appreciated and he wasn't allowed to get into my wallet. And he said he wouldn't do it again. And then the next weekend, he had gone out to play. And of course, I ran to my wallet to make sure my credit card was there. And it was. And then I saw another charge on my credit card and I couldn't figure it out. So what my son had done is he found my old credit card, took my current credit card, put the old credit card in that spot in my wallet so that I had no clue my card was even missing, and he went on another shopping spree for his friends.
What
so
an
he
evil
outsmarted
genius.
me.
Yeah, you got to appreciate that your kid's not dumb. They're a little butthead, but they're smart.
And he was only 5 at the time.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
What a smart little.
Yeah.
I'm terrified. My son is this kind of smart, and I'm so worried he's going to do things like this to me because I know I'm going to be one that can be fleeced over, especially with that lack of sleep I get with this job.
Right. And so then I just had to like cut up the old one, hide the new one, and make sure he couldn't get it.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Yeah,
boy.
That's terrible. I mean, I'm glad that you at least figured it out, but did he end up using his smarts for good one day at least?
Yes.
Okay, good. That's the important part. Well, Kim, thank you for
Right.
calling. Have a great rest of your morning.
Thank you.
Bye. Angie in Holland, what did your kid buy?
So technically not my kid. It was my ex-husband, so it's kind of like a kid.
Okay, like step kid. Got it.
Okay, step kid. So we had paid off some credit cards, and he had a game on his phone, and I didn't ever check the balance on the credit card because I thought it was paid off.
Oh, no.
So we get a letter in the mail stating that the credit card is behind 3 months and that there's a payment due for $1,800.
Oh, my God.
That he had been downloading all this like accessories on his little phone game he was playing and charging it to the credit card so nobody would notice.
I bet he had everything in the game, but oh my gosh. So how much was the total of what he racked up altogether?
It was just over $1,800.
Altogether. Oh my gosh. That's a nightmare, Angie. So, I mean, did you talk your way out of it or did you have to pay it?
Oh no, we had to pay it. 'Cause it was 3 months worth of him just consistently downloading stuff and purchasing for the in-app purchases. And I didn't think to look, and it was on his credit card. So like he'd get the credit card statement in the mail and I wouldn't look at it because I'm like, oh, that's paid off. Why would I bother?
You said, Angie, that this is your ex-husband's kid. So is this why you guys got divorced?
No, this was my ex-husband who is a kid. At least he acts like one. This is a fully grown man.
Oh, so he was a fully grown man? What an idiot.
I don't know.
Wow. Thank you for sharing, Angie.
That's the worst, Angie. Thank you.
You're welcome.